welcome back to Schmitter's 100 Acre Woods. So today, be going through some of the features that Roby has that I didn't go through last time. So be going through some of the things we got added to the truck and things that were on back order that finally came in. So I'll kind of explain those to you and show you that stuff. And then a couple helpful things for getting in the truck and stuff like that if you have issues getting in this pretty tall truck. So we ended up getting the 3500 for pulling purposes and stuff like that. So check out that video. I've done one already, kind of doing an overview. So this is going to be an extension on that. I'm talking about a couple of the things that I've gotten since I did that video, talking about those and why I got them, and then maybe a couple helpful tips here and there for anyone who may be looking at some of the accessories we got and wondering about how they go in and everything. So I'll kind of show you a couple of those things. So first up is back here, ended up getting the B&W tow and stow hitch that is made specifically for the multi-pro tailgate. So what that means is this is cut, sits pretty far back, and then the hitch piece stows back so that it's out of the way. And basically what that does is it allows the tailgate to come down. Don't have the key, there we go. So it allows the tailgate to come down, and then you can push the other button here to allow the step to come down. And then if I come kind of show you. So basically what that does is gives you the clearance you need to be able to fully utilize the tailgate and have a hitch in. It's one of those things that I kind of understand why it's designed this way, just because you can't really put the hitch further down. It's already sitting a little bit down with how it's mounted to the frame of the truck and everything. So I understand that. But it's just one of those silly designs. Whenever you buy a truck like this, you are going to be using it for towing and things of that nature. And to have this where it conflicts like it does, just kind of silly. But the hitch itself is a not an inexpensive item. But all the comments and the thing that I agree with is you can lock this top piece, so you can push and hold so that this won't fall down, and you can have the accidental, where it touches the hits the hitch if you have it in. And that's a good feature that GM put in. I mean, I like that. But, there are times when it's nice. And as much as it can be a helpful step, I like it because it gets you this little bit closer to getting in the bed. I mean, you can then kind of reach stuff if you're putting stuff in and out. Just, I don't know, it's a little bit handier than being all the way back here trying to reach over and get stuff. So even though that's an expensive item, if you had to buy a tailgate for this, and yeah, it's going to put a ding in it, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but for basically a brand new truck, and a truck that we want to keep for a long time and be nice, you don't want there to be a big ding here on the tailgate. So by getting this hitch, it kind of alleviates some of that fear. Have full usability of the tailgate and everything then. So I went ahead and did get that, and it has the 3 balls on it. Haven't honestly used it yet, and I just put it on the truck. And we don't do a lot of pulling with the back. We have a couple of trailers that we do use, so wanted something. Also wanted a drop so that the trailers would sit a little bit more level. Just because, if they're sitting up here, they just have the big angle to it, so it didn't work as well. But having this drop in it can get the trailer to sit flat. So did add that. Haven't honestly used it yet, but wanted to comment on that piece and kind of why I got it, and how it works with the multi-tailgate. Okay, I can't remember if whenever I did this before, if I had the floor mats in the back here or not. So I'm going to go through those really quick. Basically, it's a two-piece driver side, passenger side system. Overlaps in the middle so that you have complete protection. Nothing can get down to the carpet. One thing I do like about this one, so we have, if you watch the other video, we do have this container in here. We ended up taking the top off. It was kind of a pain. Whenever you'd pick it up, it would kind of want to come apart. And then, you know, like, it's really nice now where this seat goes all the way up and stays up. So you can, you know, we keep ratchet straps and stuff down here. So you can get that picked up and then get your stuff, and it's not always trying to hit you. Whereas that other piece, you're kind of having to, you know, prop up the arm and get the stuff. So we ended up taking those off. But anyway, we have this cubby, one of the storage things down here, and this goes, it's cut specifically for that here, and then goes all the way back and up. So you really get full protection. These aren't going to go anywhere because this is sitting on top of it that is bolted down too. You have your jack in here and some storage stuff, so that part's really nice. And I like that aspect, just because you don't have to worry about these sliding around. Then they do go up. They're from the GM site, so they're made specifically for this truck. Nice, and everything, you know, kind of goes where it should, and has complete protection of everything. So really like that and everything. One note is, if you do have this in here, we did end up having to cut a little bit just because it pushed everything forward and things didn't want to kind of line up as nicely. So we ended up cutting just a little bit on this very back side that was a little bit of a lip. Just took a utility knife, cut a little bit, and did that. But it was just a small little strip kind of across part of the back that we did that to, and was able to leave everything else intact. So that was really nice, and kind of a good feature that I liked about these floor mats. Okay, so going through features, one thing I know I didn't have last time whenever I did this video, because it was back ordered, and we got it a couple weeks ago and put it in. It's really simple to do. So under here, normally just a big cubby. Well, we got the safe option. So basically it's just a thing that slides in, bolts down, and then has a actually combination on here to open it up. So once you put the combination in, you can turn it and get in. So like we use it to put we'll say protection items in there. It's just nice to have a spot where you can lock it away, not have to worry about it, and everything. So let me get that opened up and I'll show you kind of what it looks like in there. Alright, so I got it open up here. So I just put my glove down there, took the protection items out, and put my glove in there to showcase something. So decent sized space. Comes with its own little liner down here. You know, that's kind of foam or whatever, so that you don't have any rattling. And the nice thing that they thought about is you actually have the light that's in the back here. So you actually have the light that's in the back here that there's a cutout for, so that you have light in this little cubby, because otherwise it's pretty dark. All of the map lights are kind of up front for that area. So this does have a light in here for this area, and they put the cutout and everything in it, so you can utilize it. So decent sized space. It's pretty dark in here right now, but basically there's just like 2 screws that hold it down, that bolt everything down. So super easy to install. Just took us a few minutes to take out kind of the piece that was down there, the little piece of rubber, get to put the screws in and have a nice little locking safe. So those are a couple of main things that we've kind of added since getting the truck. A couple things we have on order that should be in pretty soon that I'll kind of go through. Probably how to set up, just because it is a little bit unusual. There's probably videos out there, I just haven't looked it up too much yet. Is the flat deck trailer that we primarily use to haul equipment. So it will fit the... Battery died on me, so went and got a new battery and just do it out here. So what I was saying was basically the only other feature or thing that we bought that isn't in this video yet, and we may get it before I get this posted, if so, I'll just include it. But if not, we got some TPMS sensors for this trailer. So this flat deck is what we can put the Otter and the small tractor on, or we put the big tractor on there. And we bought sensors that will hook up to the tires and will then report back to the truck. So it's a TPMS and a temperature sensor. So basically it'll monitor those, report it back to inside the truck, so you can kind of keep an eye on those. This we're a little bit more concerned with. The tires and rims and everything on it just aren't quite as heavy duty. We're really at the limit of the trailer putting the big tractor on there. So we worry about it a little bit with that one, just make sure we're not getting everything overheated. And we try to go around, kick the tires, make sure that everything's up to snuff. But you know, definitely with like moderate loads or no load on it at all, you know, one of the tires could be a little low and you can't necessarily tell. So it's just a nice thing that we'll have. It'll hook up wirelessly in the truck. So I'll go through how to set all that up and how it works. What we'll have to do is we'll have to break the bead on the trailer, install the sensor, get it reseated, and then there's a process of basically putting those tires in the bed of the truck, and then the sensors will link up to the truck. So it'll be a little bit of a process getting it all done. I'll try to record as much of that as possible, just so that kind of have documentation of that and how it works. Found some stuff online that makes it sound super easy, so find out if it truly is that easy. But one of those things that we had some credits and stuff through GM, was looking at kind of different things and thought it would be a neat thing that we could add, that would be kind of a safety thing, but then also try to fully utilize some of the features that this truck has. And you know, since it has the ability to do that, we thought since we could get those sensors that we'd try it out. So that's the only other thing that kind of talked about with the truck that that we'll probably be doing in the future, and getting those installed and seeing how they work out. So I have one more feature I kind of want to show you guys, or not necessarily a feature, but something that we carry around. So if you have someone who is short or has a hard time making this first step, so you know, for me, Dad, not too much of an issue to get this first step to get in. My mom has some more issues getting to the first step to then get in the truck. So what we did, and just store under the seat here, is bought just this cheap fold up step. So as you can see, just lives under this back seat here. Basically what you can do is take this and have to set you guys down here. So basically have it, and nothing that really holds it together, but you can hold the handle and then you can unfold. So basically it just unfolds, locks that into place. So just a little step stool, something that fits under the step or under the seat. So then that's kind of it there. So basically it just provides a little bit of a step. So you have that short little step to then make the step onto the running board to then get in. So one reason we got these running boards, I think I explained, was they do go down a little bit lower than the ones that mount, and definitely the ones that go on here, because you know it's the off-road package and everything. They want the steps to be really close to the frame of the truck, so that you don't compromise any of the height ability. So by getting the running boards that the motorized ones, they go down a little bit further. She can get in and out okay without the step, but it just helps her a lot by having that step, the step on that to get in. Again, I think we got this at Meyer. Nothing super fancy about it, but it was just nice because you can take it, it folds up, you can put it behind the seat in the back. so kind of hard to do with one hand, but basically you just get it unlocked, pull it, and then it kind of folds back together, spring back. So then again, just set it back here. So the only other thing back here is just the jack for the spare and everything, so it nestles right in there, doesn't cause any issues. So just one of those things that if you have people who have trouble getting in these trucks, because they do sit tall, even with the motorized running boards, they are fairly tall, just kind of an option that you can use that step. Not something you have to put in the back. I mean, you could, but it's something super lightweight, you can store in the back seat, easy to get to, and just really helpful for people who may have some issues getting in and out of these trucks, since they are tall. So I just wanted to share that tidbit of info for anyone who may find that useful, and you know, get any use out of that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So so I think that kind of does it for stuff on the truck right now. I'll do another full video explaining those TPMS sensors whenever we get them in and actually are installing them, and kind of the process of getting them hooked up. So I'll do that when we get them. But for now, that's all I have. I just kind of thought it'd be neat to do a little bit of an update on some of the stuff we got in the truck, and you know, hopefully stuff that would help you guys if you're looking at getting some of this stuff, or just interested in you know, what we have going with Ruby. So so thank you. Hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.